Good afternoon, everyone. I think most people have made their way back in now. So just on behalf of Smith and Nephew, give me great pleasure to reintroduce Mr. Rahul Bhattacharyya. His clinical practice based around ligament reconstruction, robotic-assisted knee surgery, and particularly meniscal repair and meniscal reconstruction allows him to be very well placed. And thank you on our behalf to take the time and effort out to present on FastFix Flex today.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Rahul.
Thank you. First of all, thank you for the invitation. And again, thank you to everybody for coming to the meeting today. It's much appreciated to see such a great turnout. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My topic is the applications of FastFix Flex in meniscal repair surgery, a versatile all-inside device. These are my disclosures. So we know that the meniscus plays a very important role in load distribution in the tibiofemoral joint, both in extension and in flexion. And therefore, complete meniscal loss results in significant altered biomechanics and increases in peak contact pressures. This leads to an increased risk of osteoarthritis in the knee. We know this, and therefore it is important to preserve the meniscus. There's been a lot of research done on this. This is one such publication that comes from Brian Cole's group, showing serial medial meniscectomies does increase and alter the tibiofemoral contact mechanics in the human cadaveric knee. So therefore, again, the importance of preserving the meniscus. So this slide shows a meniscal allograft transplant. The reason why I put this up is this allows me to think about the meniscus in different zones, and therefore guides me in terms of the technique that I use to repair a meniscal tear in different zones of the meniscus. So that black line here denotes the popliteus on the lateral side. So anything posterior to it, I use an all-inside device because it's safe to do so in that region. Anything anterior to this, in the body and the anterior horn, you've got a choice. You can use an inside out, an outside in, and now with the newer, more versatile and flexible all-inside devices, you can use an all-inside technique as well for this zone of the meniscus. So for all-inside meniscal repair, it's gone through different generations. Initially, there were the simple meniscal darts, then the low-profile peak anchors, then the all-suture anchors, and now to the more modern, versatile, flexible devices, which is the FastFix Flex. So this is really the FastFix Flex system. It's really simple to use, and I'm just going to take you through the individual features, and then we're going to go through that further along in the talk. You can see they're color-coded. So the orange is curved, the purple is reverse curved. The key features here are you can bend the needle. So for the curved, it goes from 24 to 35 degrees, and the reverse curve from 12 to 22 degrees. And that's a really key feature because actually, because you can bend the needle, you can target and capture the meniscal tissue that you want. There's lesser risk of sliding over it, and therefore lesser risk of the repair failing. Next, you can bend the shaft. You can bend the shaft up to 80 degrees, and therefore gives you significant flexibility and access to these parts of the meniscus, for these meniscal tears in the body and the anterior horn. The third thing, you've got this sheath, and they can slide over the needle. So now you don't necessarily need the skid to introduce this device. You could do it single-handed, cover it with the plastic sheath, introduce it, and then draw it back, and then you can use the device. So. And then the deploy mechanism also is very straightforward and it's reliable, and I'll show you that in a minute. So the key features are enhanced accessibility, preserving the anatomy, increased reliability, and improved performance. So again, because of the flexibility in the needle and the shaft, you can now go to any part of the meniscus or any meniscal tears to repair it. And with this video, you can see now. That's not playing. Oh, there you go. So it's very easy to bend it. So the bending device is simple to use. You've got the needle groove for the needle, and then the shaft area for the shaft. And the black laser line in between, you should not be bending. So it's very clearly marked and very simple to bend. It preserves anatomy because it is smaller than the previous generation of the FastFix 360. So it's got a 25% smaller needle insertion area with a lesser contact with the capsule, whilst being 20% stronger. It's a very easy, reliable deploy mechanism. Now, for those in the audience who've used the FastFix 360, it is different and you need to get used to the deploy mechanism. It doesn't have the full recoil. It's a half click, but you can really confirm this through feel, sound, and sight. See the video here. So rotates, and that's through the meniscus and the capsule, first click, and then the second bite, click again, and that's you done. It's very reliable, and you can see it, feel it, and hear it. The mean repair strength after 1,000 cycles is 20% stronger with lesser displacement, and this is again compared to the FastFix 360. So therefore very, very good performance for the device. In terms of clinical applications, so those are all the features of the FastFix Flex. So as a result of being able to bend the needle, bend the shaft, you can really, in my practice, I can use this for any type of meniscal tear and in any region. I've got a few examples here. So I can use it for peripheral longitudinal tear, anterior horn tears, radial tears, and obviously bucket handle has got different components of tears that you can use it to fix any part of the bucket handle now. So for a longitudinal peripheral tear, this is a video demonstrating this technique. So you can see here that the needle first is covered with a sheath, then it's bent to get that nice angle to bite onto the meniscal tissue on either side of the tear. You can see it here. So very little risk now to skide over the top or not really capture the tissue, and that increases the failure rate. Once you've applied that, this NovoCut Pro is a really good tensioning device, so you could reliably tension and cut. And then you do a reverse curved for the undersurface, exactly the same way. For an anterior horn tear, now this is definitely, with the flexible devices, a big difference if you are looking to use an all inside. Of course, you've got the option of inside out, which I also use a lot in my practice. You can see here, that's an anterior horn tear. The needle is bent and then the shaft to 80 degrees. And then you can insert it. You can see on the outside video here that the shaft is bent about 80 degrees. And now with the needle bent, you get that good bite in the meniscal tissue on either side of the tear. As you can see here. And then you use the same tensioning device, the knot cutter and pusher, to ensure that you've got good tension on the knot, and you cut the suture, and you repeat the same with the undersurface with the reverse curved. So you've got this option now. I just let this video play. For radial tears, a technique I use quite often now in my practice to repair these is the hashtag technique. Now this one here is a complete radial tear. I'll show you what the technique involves. So you can see here, first is the ripstop sutures, where you put these sutures to stabilize the meniscal fragment to the posterior capsule. And then you put the horizontal sutures on either side of the ripstop sutures in the hashtag pattern. Looks like a ladder, and essentially it closes the gap and also provides mechanical stability. Now in this particular example, this is an inside out technique, but with the FastFix Flex now, you can use this technique for any radial tears. Because of the flexibility of the needle and the shaft, you can go anywhere and use this technique to repair a radial tear. So what's the evidence out there supporting the use of FastFix as a family? So this paper that was presented at ISICOS last year in Boston shows that the overall success rate is 88% with a 10% reoperation rate. Concomitant with an ACL reconstruction at 10 years post-operatively, still about 88% success rate with significant improved patient-reported outcome measures. And now this specific study looking at the FastFix Flex and focus, this is early results. This is a prospective multi-center study. So far we've got the data for 6 months, and the overall success rate is about 92% for repair and 100% for a transplant. But this is early results. We're following these patients up. So essentially in today's day and age, with a device like the FastFix Flex, which is highly flexible, adaptable, and reliable, you can really reach any meniscal tear and you can repair any pattern of tear to allow you to preserve the meniscus. Thank you.